Let's say that you have just finished racking your brain about the topic and generated all of your arguments and rebuttals. Now, the next thing you need to consider is how you actually structure your speech in order to get your points across in the most effective manner. There are three important things to consider when structuring your speech. Firstly, on and off case considerations. On case refers to any argumentation initially made by the government or affirmative side. This includes rebuttal to these types of arguments as well. For example, if the first government speaker, the PMC, makes an argument and then the first opposition speaker, LOC, responds to it, both the initial argument and the rebuttal are part of the on case. The off case is essentially the reverse of this, being positive arguments made by the opposition side. Within your speech, it is important to strike a balance between talking about on case and talking about off case, because you want to ensure that you are fairly engaging with the opposing side while also making constructive arguments for your side as well. Only focusing on your own side leads to a lack of engagement in the debate, and only focusing on your opponent's side leads to a lack of positive argumentation. Secondly, signposting. Similar to what I just did right now by telling you exactly which point I'm on, it is very helpful to let judges and your teammates know which specific argument or point you are currently dealing with. Not only does this make your speech more organized, but it improves how your judge considers that point within the context of the round, while also ensuring that they don't accidentally miss any of your material. There are two main ways to do signposting in APTA. Firstly, you can do off-time roadmaps, which generally defines the structure of your speech before you start. Or secondly, you can do in-round signposting, explicitly prefacing your arguments with a helpful label for the judge. The final point to better structure your speech is flow coverage. Flow coverage is basically ensuring that you actually note and deal with every single one of your opponent's arguments, in roughly the same order that they were made. While a few higher level debaters don't necessarily follow this rule, something called going off flow, it is still a strong fundamental skill that all debaters should develop. This is particularly important for member speeches, and it ensures that you don't miss major arguments that might become relevant later on in the round, while also helping you and the judge deal with the arguments in a specific order. Focusing on these three fundamentals, namely on-off case considerations, signposting, and flow coverage, will ensure that your arguments are bolstered by a strong and clear structure.